Conversations for Self. This is Simona, and I'm actually recording an intro to this video because in reviewing it, I did not realize how exhausted I was from the previous night when my son was not having a good night. And of course, he spent the night wrestling in his sleep, which kept me up. But the importance of the video, I had to get up and record that video because I had, in my attempting to get my rest, I had dealt with that in this moment where I had to reject, rebuff, and then block. And I have no regrets. No, I don't feel bad about having to take those actions. But in the video that follows this introduction, where I'm like, I know I look so tired and so worn out, and I was. But just I had to because this is something that we're encountering every day on a constant basis, and I know that me being whole, healed, and I know that and the gentlemen, the guys that I come across, they know this about me. They know that I don't take anything lightly. And I'm not about that life as we sometimes say. But the fact that he still tried me, he still tried it. It just goes to show that this conversation is very very necessary. So I do hope that my words do fall on fertile ground, and that it is received in the way that it is meant to receive, and that it does help someone. So without further ado, the video. Conversations for Self. My name is Simona, and I'm here to share my personal journey with becoming whole, healed, and in loving myself unconditionally. The other day, as I was scrolling through Facebook, I came across a Cup of Love of 7, I believe it is, on some of the platforms, but Cup of Love, where she had made a post that celibacy is a powerful tool of exposure. And I could not agree with that more. We are in a age and time of femininity, feminist freedoms, being able to conquer the world, like a man can, and we can do we have to show that we're equals. And I agree with majority of the information that we're given, the attitudes that we're told to have about things. However, I am also of I don't want to be such a feminist that I am proving my point to my detriment. Because there are absolutely things that we can do as equal as a man, but there are things that we do better than men. There are things that men do better than us. There's no knock on men. I'm not man bashing. However, what I am doing is I am pointing out the fact that we have strengths and we have abilities that, again, that make us women, that we should totally embrace, that we should totally hold on to. Again, celibacy is a powerful tool of exposure, and we have become sexually liberated, again, to prove the point that we can be equal as men. And I feel that it has been to our detriment because we are in a position where we are giving away. We are giving away our power. We are giving away our power, our relational power, our relationship power. We are giving it away under the guise of femininity and feminine power. However, that is one thing that I would personally like to see us getting back to, and that is understanding that our power is in our sexuality, and our power lies in being able to maintain and have self-control and to be discerning about what we do with our bodies. One thing that we do as women, we are emotional creatures, and we tend to go towards where our genitals lead us, for lack of a better term, and we end up becoming emotionally attached to men who are only physically there. And I know that it is not a foolproof method, is not a foolproof method of abstinence, celibacy, whichever term resonates more with you. I know it's not a foolproof method because there are some men who know how to play the game and play it well. However, most men are not going to have the patience. They're not going to entertain the weight. They are not going to entertain the fact that you are holding out and holding back. They're not, because the truth is that we've helped in making sex cheap. We have aided in making it cheap and available. So whatever we're not willing to do, some other female is. And that is an unfortunate byproduct of the movement to be, sexually free. I want to encourage women. This video is for the women to maintain your strength, our power. Our power is in holding on to ourselves, for the person who is worth it. Of course, I am very open and honest about my healing journey. I am very open and honest about the pain that I had placed myself in, and being in some of these same thoughts. So I'm not bashing anyone and I'm not downing anyone, because unfortunately these are mind shifts that I had to make myself. And that's why I can say we, as women as a whole, we should embrace each other. We should encourage each other. This is not a competition. We all go through the same thing. We all hurt. We all hurt for the same reasons. It breaks my heart just to see us, in public, in private, in the comments, like we are downing each other for going through things, the same things that a lot of us are just too ashamed to admit out loud. And not, and those who aren't ashamed to admit out loud just are not looking at the picture, at the entire picture, and just don't know or don't understand, what is being discussed or what is being shared at the moment. However, again, whether you agree with me or not, um, our power, it, it's in our sexuality. When it comes to these relationships, when it comes to these men who do only want one thing, because not all men want one thing. There are men who want to, build, to help you heal, to complete your healing, to help, repair and uplift your heart, because, it's in a man's nature to protect and provide, and to give you security, to give you safety. And that's your physical safety, that is your emotional safety. So, any man who is going to be worthy of what you do have to offer is going to understand that. He's going to be patient. He's going to back off of it when you express, some discomfort, when you express that you'd like to wait and see where things go. I mean, I have definitely been open about, hey, I don't want to go there until, until it's time to go there. And I'm not going to step back. I'm not going to step back and violate myself in order to keep someone around who's not even worth keeping around, who's not even going to honor me, respect me. So there I am, I'm feeling used on top of being brokenhearted. And I know better now. I know better now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect. I haven't been perfect. But I do see where we can make adjustments. And that's my whole calling. That's my whole purpose. That's what I was born for, to help us get out of emotional bondage and to heal and to be whole, and to find a better way of doing things. And our no's should be our no's. Our yeses should be our yeses. We cannot allow ourselves to be caught up in the moment. We have to be proactive. We have to have these conversations. We have to not allow ourselves to be in positions to where we have to waver on what we want and what we desire and what we need. Again, giving in when that's not what you deeply want is breaking your own heart. It is. Because it's not getting you what you want. Giving in is not giving you what you want, what you desire, what you need. So, as Miss Portia, Cup of Love, posted, celibacy is a powerful tool of exposure, because the men who are worth it, the men who are worthy, they will wait. Not saying they won't have that desire, and not saying that they will not express that desire, but they will be more than willing to wait, because they know you're worth it. They know you're worth it. They know they're getting more than just sex. They know they're getting an entire package. Because whenever a guy starts a conversation with sex, I immediately ask, okay, well, but what are your plans with the other 22, 23 hours of the day? That 1 hour a day is good, but what about the rest of the day? And a guy, a man, not even a guy, a man, not a grown boy, not a not a grown boy, but a man who is genuinely interested, genuinely invested, is going to want to know you as a whole person. Whole person. They're going to want to know your likes, your dislikes, what makes you smile, what makes you cry, your favorite color, your favorite show, what gifts you like, your love language. They're going to want to know like the most interesting things about you. They're going to want to share with you, build with you. Again, we're giving away our power in the name of femininity. And if you're a true feminine woman, then you have no problem stating it or holding your ground. So we need to get back to what makes us strong as women, what makes us unique and separates us from the men. We need to get back to self-love. We need to get back to being in touch with our femininity, because it is strong. It is strong. It is definitely a strength, because you stand up for yourself in it. You love yourself in it. You don't allow yourself mistreatment in it. You don't allow yourself to be a doormat in it. So, femininity is strength. And we need to hold on to that. And of course, in closing, as I always say, and it's so very important for a happy, fulfilled, successful life. Self-love, true self-love, and emotional healing, total emotional healing, are very, very necessary.